Most important things I want to share with you today is about the adult content over the internet. Yes, I am going to speak about porn addiction. We are students from technology background. We are right now learning to walk into the world of developing the internet and technology. We know how big the world of internet already is. And despite of the internet world being so massive, 20% of the content on internet is pornographic. It was 2016 when I had came across the adult content website for the first time. And what a hard luck. I had got caught by my mom while she was passing by the room. I was in 7th, guys. I cried a lot later and I promised my parents that I won't watch anything like that ever again. It was last week when I watched it, sir. Almost all of us sitting right now in the room might have came across porn at least once in their life. देखते सब है पर बताता कोई नहीं. Despite a ban on porn website, India is the third largest porn watcher with 86% of population and 30% female users. Getting access to the adult content is not very difficult for us in this era. Speaking about sex is a taboo in our society. Not everyone speaks about sex openly. And thus we are not given the sex and relationship education. It is also called as SRE. Just like the subject PCE, we must get taught about SRE. Many of you must have watched the web series Sex Education on Netflix. If you haven't, then I suggest you to watch it. Why is SRE important for everyone? SRE provides accurate information about the body, reproduction, sex, and sexual health. Teaching about the chapter reproduction in our class 8 wasn't SRE. It gives children and young people essential knowledge about building a positive, enjoyable, respectful, and non-exploitative relationships. But talking about sex and biological attractions in our society seems like a big shameful thing. This is the reason why we search such things, as you can say, a part of fun to look cool in front of our friends, or there are rarely someone who might have searched to actually gain the knowledge about those things, right? I always wish to quit watching porn. Do you ever worry about why can't you quit watching porn? There are thousands of people who are a porn addict and had a rough journey quitting porn. Me watching porn, not long into my foray into the depths of websites, my taste in content changed. It became more difficult to climax over watching vanilla sex. I had started to crave the kind of visuals. My sexual cravings had darkened in such a way that I couldn't resist myself from watching porn. Once we find out about such stuff, we find it more interesting. Again, a few are exceptional, but once started, never gets you to the end. It was like a trap to me. I kept on going deep into it. Once in a month became to once in a week, then twice in a week, then alternate days, and then daily. I had got addicted to the content firstly. I was in the denial of addiction, but later it started destroying me. The way I used to think about people around me, the wild dreams during the sleeps, 24/7 sexual thoughts had become very disturbing and scary for me. I had finally accepted the fact that I was addicted. Do you have some similar kind of story too? बोला ना देखते सब है बताता कोई नहीं. I later spoke to my best friend about the problem I had been facing for a long time. She asked me to gradually decrease the consumption of content, very gradually, but I recovered out of the problem. And being honest, I couldn't quit. Though I have gained the control over my urge of sexual needs and addiction of the content, I believe that a few of our close elders definitely understand these problems. And if not elders, then we can also speak about such things with our friends. Speaking is necessary. It helps recover. Thank you for listening to my speech carefully.